Hello everyone, thanks for joining. We will be starting soon. Bhakti, has everyone joined from your end, or are there anyone who will be joining in between?
I think we might have a few more people joining in Garima, but since we are on schedule, let us just start because we have about 30 people already on the session right now.
Yeah.
All right. So if you are ready, then we'll start.
Yeah. Just let's wait for 2 to 3 minutes more,
Okay, fine.
and then we can start if anyone is
Sure.
joining. Yeah.
Sure, sure. Yeah. Hi, Ravi. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good, alhamdulillah. How are you?
Very well.
Great. We are going to wait for another 2 minutes in case
No
if there are
worries.
some people to join. We have about 30 participants, about 33 participants right now.
Okay.
So I think we should have another 3, 4 people joining in, and then we just start.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, great.
What's up?
Okay, great. I think Garima, we will just start. We have, I think almost everybody has joined. We have 38 people on the participant list right now.
Sure, Bhakti.
In case if one or two join in a little later, that's all right. Yeah. So, good morning, everybody, and warm welcome from Ishraka Khimji Ramdas. First of all, it's a very good thing that you all have joined and you are in that community who wants to develop yourselves. So, congratulate yourself. You have taken out this time and you are joining us for this program. So, congratulations to each one of you who is present here. And my name is Bhakti. And on behalf of Ishraka Khimji Ramdas, I am pleased to welcome you. We also have Mr. Haitham Al Karni from the Authority of SME Development, who is joined here for this program. He is, most of you might be knowing him, he is the Assistant Manager for Development and Empowerment, and he's doing a lot of work closely with us to enable the development of the SME ecosystem in Oman. So please welcome Mr. Haitham. Haitham, would you like to just share a few words with the participants here, please?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Bhakti. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May I introduce the Arabic language first, then I will convert to the English, inshallah. حياكم الله، صباح الخير شباب والأخوات رواد ورائدات الأعمال. طبعا نشكركم طبعا على اهتمامكم وتسجيلكم في هذه الورشة المختصة طبعا بالوسائط الرقمية. الأخوة طبعا في إشراقة من جانب المسؤولية المجتمعية، دائما احنا وياهم على تواصل مباشر، وجزاهم الله خير حقيقة انهم يفعلوا هذا الجانب. كذلك طبعا للتأكيد فقط انه ورشتنا اليوم خفيفة ان شاء الله تعالى، راح تكون في مسار الساعتين تقريبا ان شاء الله. اشكر مرة ثانية إشراقة، اشكركم على حضوركم، اتمنى انه تكون هذه انطلاقة الى ورش معمقة وتفصيلية اكثر ان شاء الله في قادم الوقت. What I want to say, Ms. Bhakti, and also I want welcoming your colleague from India. First of all, thank you for Ishraqa, and I'm also thanking the SMEs who is participant today with us. Inshallah, 2 hours it will be beneficial for all of the participants, and inshallah also we will to expand our collaboration with Ishraqa and internationally, inshallah ta'ala, for the next times. So I hope to get the whole benefits from this session, and we will with you, inshallah, all the time. Thank you.
Shukran. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Haitham. Thank you. We will be more than happy to work more closely with the ASMIT team, as always. And of course, yes, yes. Just to give you all a brief idea of what Ishraka is, some of you might have heard about Ishraka, some of you may not have. So Ishraka is the CSR arm, that is Corporate Social Responsibility arm of Khimji Ramdas. And we have 4 major pillars under which we work. The first one is Ishraka Heals, under which we work with the hospitals, the government health centers that are there in Oman in multiple vilayats, and we assist them with the required tools and equipments. We have Ishraka Cares, under which Khimji Ramdas assists the certain sections of the society, again in multiple vilayats. We have Ishraka Learns, under which we work with vilayats for the schools and government educational institutes, and we provide them with whiteboards, shades, and things like that that are required. And the 4th pillar of Ishraka is Ishraka Mentors, where we talk about people development. So basically, all the activities that we do under Ishraka Mentors are focused on developing the human capital of Oman, because we know that that is lastly the thing that is going to assist the development of the country. So under Ishraka Mentors, we work with the Ministry of Higher Education for lecturer development. We work with colleges and universities for student development, like graduating students. We work with professional bodies like the IIM, O+ve, and bodies like those for professional development programs. And with TASIS, we work with ASMIT, that is the Authority of SME Development, and we assist businesses like yours to develop themselves so that you are able to contribute back to the society and make your businesses successful. Under this entire Ishraka Mentors, we would have benefited close to 5,000 people who have attended various programs with us or who have gone through some or the other developmental session. In fact, till date, almost for the past 4-5 years, 5,000 is the number that we have touched. So we are very proud of that achievement, and we are very happy that you all are joining us today and being a part of this entire community that we are trying to build to develop themselves and come and work along. So Ishraka basically has been there in Khimji Ramdas for many years. However, it has been named as Ishraka very recently. I think almost 2015, 16 somewhere. the term Ishraka was brought in. However, social responsibility, Khimji Ramdas has been doing for many years because directors, they believe in giving back to the society. They always believe that we cannot grow in isolation. And that's how the term Ishraka has come up. You have the website of Ishraka. For any more information on Ishraka, please feel free to go to the website. We have a social media handle which is very active. So all the details about what we do under Ishraka are available on our Instagram. You can follow Instagram pages. And we will keep doing these kind of initiatives, and we want all of you to keep joining us. So this is a brief about what we do under Ishraka. So I'm very happy to welcome Ravi, who is joining us from India. His name is Mr. Ravi Soni, and he himself is a very young and dynamic entrepreneur. He had a very successful family business, which he decided not to join because he was very clear that he wanted to do something else. So that itself is a very big achievement, that you have something and you want to do something of your own. So Ravi has been with us for a while. This is the third session that we are doing with him. And he comes from a business background in India. He is the co-founder of O+ve and O+ Labs. They work very closely with top-notch brands in India, and they are majorly into digital media strategies as well as innovative strategies in SEOs and Google Analytics. So their core strengths are these areas. He is himself is an expert in these areas, and he has worked very closely with the co-founders of Flipkart. So he was leading the digital media fronts of Flipkart with the co-founders. So that itself is a very big achievement. Right now, his company works with companies like Mama Earth, Hamdard, and Amazon, just to name a few. Himself is a pass out of the elite IIT Delhi, and he loves to work with the young people, and so he still visits the universities as a visiting faculty and talks and gives these lectures and seminars to multiple universities and colleges. One very important thing about Ravi is he, again, as I said, he is himself very dynamic and he loves to work with younger generation and new ideas. So he himself is an angel investor in some small businesses, new businesses, and he loves working with new ideas. So we are very, very happy that Ravi, you've been able to find time out and do this session because you yourself are a very, very busy person. And take this time out for our SMEs in Oman. Thank you so much. And we are very happy and we'll keep doing these sessions with you. Hope you find it fulfilling for yourself as well. So over to you, Ravi.
Thank you so much. I am so inspired by listening to the vision of the CSR initiatives and the organization and the kind of initiatives in collaboration with the government and other authorities you guys are taking to build more entrepreneurs. And that's something I remember when I go back. If I just go back to the memory of my IIT, my professor always told me that think of building employment for India. Think of building not going to US and doing a job of a financial guy, because that's what normally all the IITians do. They will go there, they will give a very hefty yeah, and I think that's something which reminds me, okay, yes, this is an initiative which will empower all of us to create more employment in Oman and to accelerate the growth of GDP of Oman as well. So I'm so glad that we are here together, and sharing my learning is something which I do out of my passion, and that's something which gives me immense pleasure in whatever I do. So I think it is you guys who have given me this opportunity to be more fulfilled in my life. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
The pleasure is ours, Ravi. Thank you.
Shall we get started?
Yes, please. Yeah. Just very quickly, everybody is clear with the voices, I hope. If there is anything, you could just drop it on the chat box And I will request all of you to keep your mics off for the time being. Ravi, we will take the questions at the end of the session, yeah?
No, I think I will try to drive it a little differently today.
Okay.
I want to make it in a way that I want to make it a little more interactive. So I
Okay.
would request everyone to bring a pen and paper as well, if they don't have with them, so that it
Okay.
will really help them to think as well, or else it will be just like a lecture of any college and it will not make any sense for anyone.
All right.
So that is my suggestion. And would be great if you guys can switch on your cameras as well, so that it can be more interactive as per the experiences as well. So if it is not a problem for anyone, do feel free to have your beautiful faces on the screen so that we can discuss. Hi, Sultan.
I see
Hi.
only my face. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Because it's like a hybrid world. It's just that I'm not in Oman right now. I would love to be in Oman someday. But yeah, we can always see each other.
Sorry, Pakti, I just came a little bit late. I was struggling to go in. But yeah, here I am.
Here you are. Yes. Nice to
I'll,
have you.
I'll switch off the voice so I can just
Yes.
be quiet.
Sure.
So let's let me share my screen and hello.
Yeah, Ravi.
I hope you guys can hear me.
Yes, we can. I think you were frozen in between.
Acha. Just switch off my few tabs. So that yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Lovely. I guess there are few people joining right now as well. I guess shall we wait or Bhakti, shall we start? I think you're on mute, Bhakti.
Sorry. I think we should just start. There are two more people who've joined, and couple have told us that they will be joining late, so we will not be able to wait for them. I think we just go ahead and start.
Okay. So I think as I already mentioned that uh, this is everything happens in life on a purpose, and what we are doing today, inshallah, it will really help all of us to create a better world for tomorrow. So as we see and as what we have written on the screen as well, which is empowering Oman, which is something which is the initiative and which is maybe a purpose I should have taken as to be with you guys. I'd been to Oman once. I love the country and I love the people. So that's something which is another motivation for me to create more of like a kind gesture towards her. As I already mentioned, uh, this is something which I do out of passion. So I just wanted to give an overview of who we are and what are we doing. So that will set the context right as well. And to the people who may or may not be aware about O+ve and Ravi Soni, so they will get to know. So that is something which we have been doing since almost like 10 to 12 years. That's something which we really believe in as well, that okay, people who really want to learn and grow, we should be there to help them to learn and grow. So there are a couple of events which we did. I guess we did an event earlier as well for on the similar lines with Oman. But yeah, there are various other events we have done in different countries as well. Singapore as one of the aspect, India, US, everywhere. Yeah. A couple of brands we have on board. So why I kept all of these logos is to So these are not the brands for whom we have solved any single problem. So digital is a particular new world altogether where you can solve any problem leveraging the levers of digital. So like for World Bank, we solved a problem for an initiative which is for building a sustainable world, for Novo, leveraging it for creating an e-commerce growth. So different brands, different initiators. So the one single learning from this slide is that, okay, yes, we have to believe that anything is possible irrespective of the fact that is my customer is on digital or not. Even we have helped cricketers as well to get back to a cricket team. Yes, you heard it right. We help the cricketer to get back to a cricket team by leveraging the power of digital. So that is something which can be possible. A couple of brands with whom we have worked on the e-commerce front, couple of brands with whom we have worked on a software front. I know it is less of a learning, but I just want to share that, okay, what is the versatility and what is the diversity of the brands and what is the kind of value we can create. Uh, every brand have some secret sauce. I'm sure you as a business people will also have something which you only own. So on the similar lines, we have also created some of the tools and softwares and techniques, which something which really help us or help my team. So every company is nothing without a team. And yes, that is true for O+ve as well, that everything what we are today is all because of our team. With our team, we have created the various IPs, which we call as intellectual properties, which really help us to deliver better. And I would love to share some complimentary access of these tools as well with the participants who have joined today, if they want to use it, so that they can get better insights about their customers as well. So these are a couple of tools which we have created in-house, and this is a couple of licensed tools which are available because you don't have to create everything from scratch. You should be able to use it. That is more important. That's a social initiative which we have. We are not that big to have a CSR kind of aspect in terms of, but yeah, I think you don't have to be big for creating any social value for the world. So on the similar lines, I come from a city called Udaipur, which is a city of lakes, and maybe that's are my roots. And we really have a soft corner for making this world with more clean water accessible to everyone. So that's something which we do and contribute whatever revenue or profit we make from that part. Couple of partners we have. We are partnered with Google, we are partnered with Shopify, we are partnered with various other brands where we have partnered and created value and delivered results as well. So let's come back to where we are. So I'm sure that the topic was pretty simplified. I guess I kept it simple as well because there's no need to beautify, but it's more important to create value from it. So how to grow business faster and better using digital marketing. And that's something which we all really want to solve in our life as well, right? So I have, before we go into details, we need to first understand that, okay, where are we standing? Do we really need to do this or not? And that may come from by understanding that, okay, what is the relevance of internet in our life today? So me and my team were going through various reports online, and we got to realize that, okay, if you just compare electricity, drinking water, basic sanitation, and access to internet to various population in Oman, then you will feel that, okay, and that 96.4% is the penetration of internet. And that is something which is much higher than any other basic necessity as well. So that is something which is one of a unique positioning of any country could be that, okay, yes, the access of internet is so substantially high. And that is something which is a exciting reason for us to do it better. And let me take you one step ahead. I'm not sure how many of you know this or not, but 200 times per day is an average time you guys access your mobile phone. And almost every one of us, even in Oman as well, 91% of the people use search engine to start finding their anything that they want. And an interesting fact is 6 hours is your Oman internet time. So OIT in India, we say IIT, Indian internet time. But in Oman, it's like OIT, which is 6 hours. So normally you guys are spending 6 hours, or the population is spending on an average 6 hours a day on internet. And interesting part is most of the people are either on the night side, something which is interesting as well, that okay, the peak happens at the 8 p.m. or at 12 a.m. as well. So that is something which could be a good insight if you are initiating your campaigns as well. And let me see. Can you just mute yourself? So the population of Oman is around 5.5 million. If you see that, okay, because we all know that, okay, where are we existing? And you won't believe, as I already mentioned, that Oman is one of the highest in terms of smartphone penetration in the whole Middle East region. So that is something which is exceptional for us. And in terms of the monthly searches which are happening, you guys are having more than 25% transitional intent. So what do I really mean to convey from here is that if you talk about the digital space, then the people who are even searching on digital are not just scrolling Instagram or Facebook. These people are looking to do some business or are looking to buy something out there. So that is a good thing, and that could be really helpful for us. I will have one more slide which will actually suggest me that okay, about the future generation of Oman. See, whatever we are doing, a lot of aspect is driven by this influence of the future generation. So in terms of Oman as well, the upcoming teenage audience, so their their internet time is like 7 hours or even more. And also it is gradually increasing, so that even after a couple of years it would be at least 30% higher than what we are doing today. That's where the whole world is going. And another interesting fact which you should know, because Google is one of the highest used search engine in Oman. Like 97.6% of people are using Google as their only search engine for searching over there. And on that search engine, there are 15% of the searches are happening which are not being searched before. So that's how it is happening. So this is how the whole ecosystem looks like. This is how the whole world is evolving around you guys. This is how the whole digital space is evolving for Oman. So any question you guys have till now? Anything you want to ask me? I hope till now it is clear in terms of where are we standing as a digital ecosystem.
It's all good.
Awesome. So now let's talk about that how to think digital. So whenever I even teach at IIT as well, or whenever I go to any conference, or whenever I hold this mic, I always say that okay, maybe it looks little complex or maybe it looks little difficult to crack it, but it is very simple. So in terms of understanding it. So yeah, even like one step before that, when we want to understand digital, we actually have to start from that who are we and for whom we are doing. So I was going through the various data which was being shared by Bhakti as well, that okay, who all are we? So I could see that okay, there is a clear segmentation that okay, a lot of people on this call are majorly from marketing and can be considered as marketing and consulting professionals. Either you guys are the product brand owners, or you guys have your own e-commerce site, or you guys have a local business which or a service company where you are either providing taxis or you are providing travel services or maybe some other administrative services as well. So this is how you normally I can classify the audience, because whatever I should talk today has to be around what you guys are doing, right? Because digital is a vast ecosystem and there are humongous possibilities of achieving anything over there. So that's what define you guys. The second thing we have to understand when you are considering yourself is that the product delivery and the service happening. Uh, Garima, can you just mute everyone, please?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Yusuf, do you have a question? I
No questions so far. I have
All right.
just joined. Sorry for delay. I was driving.
It's all right. You're most welcome.
Thank you.
We've just started, so no worries.
Hmm.
Yeah, Ravi, please go on.
Ravi, you need to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I would just request everyone to mute themselves. Okay, thank you. I hope you guys can hear me. So guys, so you need to understand that the first thing is who are we? What business are we in? The second thing is whatever we are delivering. Is it a product or service which can happen only offline, or can it be done digitally, or can it be done digitally and locally both, or it can be done only digitally. So for example, if you are on a digital marketing service, so that's something which I can give you. Even if I will meet you also, then only I will give you as a digital format only. If you are into a business of let's say healthcare, if you have to procure something from me, then you need to come to my clinic to take advice from me, or want to get me check you as well. So the first important aspect is considering that, okay, what is your business, and then what is the product you selling? Because that is something which will, a lot of times we don't even know that, okay, what is the product I'm selling. And that is something which will really help us to define that, okay, how digital marketing can really help me. So, yeah. So this is how we should start thinking, because that is the only way to move forward and to understand that, okay, where are we standing. So and the third thing is, who is my customer? That if I want to define that who is my customer, then how should I do that? So can I request every one of you to spend like a minute or something, and to assuming that you guys have a pen and paper with you, and you can just write about that, okay, what business are you in? So for example, what is the problem you are solving? For example, if I am if I am doing marketing, then I will write that, okay, I help my brands to grow on digital. So you should complete the sentence that, okay, I help my customers to. So try to write 2 to 3 lines at least. I help my customers to do this, or I help my customers buy this, or whatever it is. So I would request everyone to at least write 3 lines about their business once, because that is something which really helps you understand that, okay, what is the problem you are solving for them. Because a lot of time we are so much attached that, okay, even if today if I ask you something, then you will say, okay, I'm doing taxi, or maybe I provide travel services. That is one way of seeing it. The second way of seeing is, I am in the business. I help my customer buy, or I help my customer to. So can you just quickly do that exercise? Or if you want, you can actually put that on the chat as well, so that even I can also see that. By just putting, okay, I help my customers buy this, or I help my customers do this, and put your brand name in the front as well if you can.
Beautiful man.
Very good, Rasha. Excellent. Very good, Bhakti. I help my customers to choose the correct skin and hair care for them. Very nice.
I have just put an example, Ravi.
I know. I thought you might be doing something. Maybe at
No.
PMG you guys are doing something on those lines. Actually, you can also write,
Yeah,
Bhakti, that okay, what
yeah,
business you are in. Because
sure, I'll do
every
that.
business can be leveraged or promoted digitally. But first we have to understand, okay, what business I am.
Hmm.
So what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to get you back to the roots. Because before you scale anything, it's very important for you to build the foundation right.
Yeah, true.
So Afkar media helps customers marketing their. So can you just redefine that part? What happens when you give them this brand, service, and products? See, again, Astrolable has also mentioned that we provide security and smart devices. This is where you have to change your aspects. You are right now focusing a lot upon your product. Please don't focus upon the product. Focus upon the problem you are solving. Okay, you have written as well to help them to be on safe to be on a safe place. That's fine, Nasir. You can make it a little more better as well. So you are in the business of like how it helps them to make their place safe. It helps them to have a visibility about a particular location as well, or couple of other aspects. So I would request you that okay, I would request you that try to write over there and like maybe you can do this exercise with your team as well, because then you will get a lot of ideas and like this is how you are creating your content for marketing as well. So this is one of the exercise we should do, which can really help that okay, yes, how to like just like Bhakti mentioned that okay, we help our customers to become capable to contribute to the country's GDP. Very good. You are empowering the audience to become more capable. So you are making them capable. Help my customers to become capable. So just by using this exercise at your with your team as well, I would highly recommend and trust me, if everyone will write this, you will see how different people are seeing it very differently.
Hmm.
And that is something which will really help us to create. And maybe you can ask this question to your customers as well. That what do you really get when you actually buy this from me? And they will tell, okay, I buy this only because of this. And that is the problem you're solving for them. Cool. I will now move forward. I would request you to park that and do the exercise with your team as well, once to get better understanding. So now, once you define your customer at your end, that who is my customer, and how do you define that? So that every customer has a persona. So that customer is accessing a device. Maybe it can be a mobile, a desktop, a tablet, or Alexa, or a Google Voice. Nowadays, it's majorly a smartphone. Through that phone, they are going to a platform. So I'm just giving an overview of a journey of any customer of yours or any user of yours. They will go to any platform. And maybe you can see that, okay, you may relate that this is your own journey as well. This is what you do when you are on digital. And then you are there either for researching something or you are validating something or you are doing some engagement over there. You may be looking for some content to just kill your time as well. The next thing is you may go from there to a different site or a different platform. And from there, you might consume content, which could be a text, could be a video, or could be a combination. And then you will create an action, which could be consume it, engage it, or purchase it. So this is normally is a journey of any user or any customer on internet. Anyone, because you see more than 96% of the people of Oman are on internet. So if they're on internet, then they are doing something over there. So what are they doing over there? So they are accessing a platform through a device for a purpose, consuming content, taking an action for the brand. So this simplifies that to see that, okay, what is the journey of a user? And whenever you will try to map this journey, that is your digital marketing. Because you just have to map it. So for example, if I ask you, okay, what is your customer is doing on internet right now? Can you just give it a thought? Even first, maybe you can actually name a customer because you all are into a business where you are running a business, right?
Yeah.
So first write a name of a customer of yours who is your favorite customer and what he would be doing right now. Just assume something. So maybe he might, you may, for example, if you will ask me that, okay, one of my customer, let's say my customer is Vipul. So he runs a e-commerce brand. So then I might be thinking either he is doing research about his competitors, or he might be on LinkedIn, surfing LinkedIn for finding new people, or he might be on Instagram scrolling reels, or he might be on Facebook liking his family or friends' pictures and all, or he might be looking or reading some news about the new products which are coming up in this industry as well. So you will create a lot of different use cases, and that is what you really need to start marketing. Because that's how you figure out, okay, this is where my user is spending most of the time. So in the lot of aspect, you might figure out that, okay, the people are spending, my customers are spending a lot of time on Instagram. So in spite of running campaigns everywhere, I should focus only upon Instagram. Or maybe you may realize that the new customers would like to go on internet and then they would like to go on Google and then they would like to search for any term which is relevant or related to my business, so that they can come to my site and then and maybe they will go to any competitor site or any site which is visible on search. So that is a very important aspect for you to map the journey of your customer. That what is the journey of my customer or what is my customer doing on internet? If you are able to do it, then you have a very clear picture that, okay, this is the place I want to market. This is very important for everyone, but you have to understand this, that mapping the consumer journey is very important. If you want, I can take another example as well, if you guys feel like, but you have to understand that, okay, let me actually do that and let me ask you this question that can you give me an example? Okay, let me take an example from here itself. I help my customers to do water sport to be healthy and happy to chill on the beach. I will take this example, which is about I like the way they describe. So I'll take an example of this correct skin for Rasha. I help my customers to choose the correct skin and hair care for them. If I go to their website, they are most likely an e-commerce company. They are selling this products, right? And if I ask Rasha, then I guess Rasha, your customers are female. Rasha,
We
are
do
you?
have a section. Yeah, we do have a section for men.
Okay.
And we have
But mostly
live
you're female,
chat,
right? Customers.
Sorry.
Yeah, I just want to understand
Mostly
that,
they
okay,
are
if
female.
we, yeah, mostly they are female, right? So then if you see, then can I assume or can I say that a lot of customers would be starting their day or would be spending a good amount of time on Instagram or maybe on YouTube? What do you
Yes.
think?
Yes, Instagram is our main marketing platform.
So it means that your customer would be accessing Instagram through mobile or desktop.
Most of our visitors, based on statistics, they are visiting through Instagram. Yes, well, through
Yes, and
phone devices.
through phone, right? So then the customer is going to mobile phone. From there, they are coming to Instagram mostly, right? And from that Instagram, they are maybe, I'm sure they are majorly doing their engagement or they are just scrolling the Instagram. And from there, they are
Yes.
coming to your platform.
Yes.
Right. And there they are consuming some content and then they are taking a action of purchase.
Yes.
So can you see that I was able to map the journey of the customer from nowhere to mobile to Instagram and do this? In the similar way, we need to think that, okay, what could be a different journey of my customer? Maybe there are a lot of people who might be going to Amazon and buying the products as well. Can I say yes to the truth that Rasha?
Yes, of course, because lots
Yeah.
of people, they will search on different platforms and then take the decision of
Yeah.
purchase. It's like you said, it's
Very
a
good.
journey. Yeah, they will come to your website, they will compare your products to other places, they will come back to your website. It's just as you said, it's a journey. Like they go from using their phone until the decision of the purchase.
Yeah. So what I trying to tell you guys is that considering the various platforms you are able to note down for your customers which they are visiting, you can choose to make your presence over there. For example, if the brand of Rasha is not present on Amazon, then they should list their products on Amazon or maybe AliExpress or maybe couple of platforms which are popular in Oman. In that way, it gives a lot of leeway that, okay, how and where we should be present as well in terms and where we should market. So this creates a lot of value in terms of what is happening. Once we are able to map the journey, the second thing, or this is something which is an ultimate slide of my whole journey of marketing, is that in this whole journey, what we have to aim for, what is the objective and why are we all doing it? What does something which really help people to create value? We all are here to acquire new customers. So how can you use digital to create sustainable user acquisition? So one of the key objective for all of us is to acquire new customers. The second objective is, as like Rasha mentioned right now, that a lot of people do research before they take a purchase decision. So on digital, they will research about your brand. So you need to be present and you need to be present with a good face over there. You cannot say that, okay, people and like one of the most important thing I would insist you, all of you, to search today when you are off from the session is that try to find about your own brand once. Because a lot of time people have a realization that their brand has some negative reviews on internet and which they are not even aware of. And that is something which might be hampering their purchase decision as well. So building a great brand perception is a second objective, because more than 76% of the purchases which happens on internet are driven by a research as well. That, okay, how this brand is visible, what is the importance of the brand. And the third thing, we all are into the business of marketing, or we all are into the business, and one of the key thing for any business is to build a community, so that that community will let you flourish. I'm sure there would be I'm sure all of us will say that, okay, you must have got a referral customer someday. And referral customer is the best customer. Do you guys agree with me?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Yeah. So building a community. So if you want to define your marketing in the right manner, in spite of looking for followers, impression and everything, that comes secondary. The first thing is setting the objective right, that, okay, my objective and my agenda is to create value. My objective is to create these three objectives. My objective is to grow on these three fronts. The first thing is, how can I get more customers? The second thing is, how can I improve my brand perception on digital? The third thing is, am I building a community of people who believe in my brand? And that is something which is one of the most important aspects. Because if you are able to build this, then you are through. Then you are able to create value for next few generations. That's important how it is. And at the center of all of these things, team, it is important to have a very strong digital foundation. When I say foundation, it can be considered as a website. It can be considered as a brand touch point. Maybe if you are a local business, a Google listing can be a foundation for you. Maybe you are a business who is running on WhatsApp, then the WhatsApp shop can be a foundation for you. Maybe you need to have a LinkedIn page. Maybe you need to have an Instagram page. So that is a foundation for you. So this slide actually comprises of the every marketing or everything you want to do about your brand. That is how important this slide is. That okay, if you have to build a perception, you have to acquire customers, you have to build a community. At the core of everything, if you don't have a good website, people will not be able to engage with your brand. People will not be able to give an order. People will not be able to leave a lead for you. So that's how it is. And how do you hire and how do you achieve it? So you achieve it by having a smart goal. In my journey of last 5 to 6 years of teaching or interacting with the various brands whom I am either mentoring or I am on their board, I have realized that people don't have a goal or people don't know where are they going. The second thing, we all miss out, and that's where a lot of brands who hire agencies and then they fire agencies and they actually burn their money. I'm sure few of you must have done that as well. Is that there is no clarity among both the brands that okay, what is the success KPI? How are we going to measure success? And the third most important thing is following the customer. I'm not sure you guys have realized this or not, but there was an era when the customers were not on Facebook. Then they became very active on Facebook. Then after a couple of years, they moved. And I'm sure you all guys also have moved from Facebook to Instagram. Now the next generation, they are more present on Snapchat or TikTok. Or if you see the consumer or customers of a tier 3 cities or even in India, at least the villages, then you will see them more on YouTube or maybe a couple of local social platforms. So you need to follow the customer. If you do these three things, everything else is a cakewalk. Any question on this slide before I move forward?
Excuse me, my friend.
Tell me.
What about the price, my friend?
Sorry?
What about the price? You say everything is good to create value, to create website, to catch customer. But you know, the business is fighting between all companies. If
Are you saying
the price of the brand.
the price of the product?
Yeah.
So are you saying that there is a lot of competition in the market and people
Yeah.
choose the product as per the price?
Yeah, because you know now some big marketing, big company, he don't take more profit for that product because he have some deals with the all project. He have some profit in other projects. When he come to my product, he sell down. How I can fight that one?
Very good question. So there could be two approaches to that. I will come to that in more detail. But are you already having some customers?
Yeah.
Or you don't have any single customer?
I have more customer, alhamdulillah. But you know, some company follow my price, follow my brand, follow my the product.
See, I think
Every
so I will come to that because I have an answer in the next slide. So stay with me, and if I'm not able to answer that question, then please raise the question at the end as well. Okay?
Okay, Mike.
Yeah. Cool. So the one thing which I want you guys to take 2-3 minutes and write about yourself is what is your SMART goal? Do you guys have created a goal for your company or for the marketing at least? I'm sure you might have, or maybe what is the goal of your business or what do you expect from when you do digital marketing? Can you write a goal for yourself and put on the chat? What I want you to do is make your goal a little specific. Try to put some numbers into it. Don't think in a way that, okay, I want to grow my revenue or I want to get more customers. Then you need to put, okay, how many customers you want to get. Your goal has to be measurable. then try to be more specific in the way, okay, I want customers from this area, or how many customers should we put there, and then who will get that customers is something you should have a clarity in your mind, or maybe from which platform you will get it. And then little make it realistic. Don't say, okay, I want 1000 customers in the next 2 days, or maybe don't say that, okay, I want only one customer in the whole year. Or maybe it may be realistic as well if you're selling some diamonds. But yeah, the next could be the, okay, time related. Let's make it some time bound. I want 4 customers till when? I want just 100 customers in how many months or how many days? Can we just quickly do that and put in the chat? Because this is something which will bring a lot of focus for you guys. This is something which will solve a lot of problems. You will get to know, okay, what I need to spend upon, or what am I doing, or and like you have to understand that, okay, what do you need from digital? What do you need when you are looking, or when you are doing digital marketing? See, I know that my approach is little different, but whatever we will do today, it will really help you to reduce your ad spend or to improve your marketing by at least 25%. Because what I'm trying to do is to make either a mindset shift, or I'm trying to optimize something which will create a great impact in your whole strategy. So if you can write a goal for, and like don't be shy. Whatever goal it is, just put it on the chat. You may not want to write the right numbers over here right now, but I still want to see that the pattern you're using to write it. So maybe you can write it with your team as well. But yeah, put something on the chat so that you know, you will get an idea, okay, what are you looking at, or what are you going to aim? Are you on the right track or not? Are you able to realize this, that, okay, for doing any marketing or for aiming anything, you have to first write down the goal. And why I'm saying this, because a lot of brands who come to us, they are just doing marketing because their competitor is doing marketing, or they are just doing marketing because everyone said that, okay, doing this will help them. They don't know what they will get helped, and they don't know how much they will get helped. So first we have to define that, okay, what are we expecting as an output when we are doing digital marketing? Can we just do that? So like someone wrote over here to expand on the market. So I would request you to make it little elaborated, make it little more detailed. Someone wrote 20 customers per week practicing water sport. So 20 customers per week. So Sultan, can you think of writing in a way that, okay, from which medium you want, or if you can make it, do you have any budget in mind, or what kind of customers you want? Do you want tourists or do you want locals? Can you think on those lines? Shima wrote, actually, I'm trying to build hair care knowledge with my hair production SLL and establish a salon within 5 years. Very good. So when assume that you have already established a saloon. So now in that saloon, how many customers you want? Or do you, or and like, guys, don't think only in a way that, okay, you want customers. You may want something else. You may want to improve your ranking. You may want to improve your reviews. The goal can be anything. Or maybe the goal can be multiple goals as well. But have a goal, write a goal. We are looking to touch the lives of 6,000 people by the end of 2023. Bhakti, can you little define that? What do you mean when you say touch the life? Do you want to enroll them? Do you want to register for yourself?
Under various initiatives of Ishraka. At the moment, we have met about 5,000 people under multiple initiatives. So we are looking at.
So do you want 1,000 more, or do you want 6,000 more?
1,000 more.
So then change your goal.
Okay.
So then 1,000 more. What do you mean? Do you want them? And like, in spite of, because don't play with words. Let's have very simple way. Okay, because we don't want to brand this. We want to use it for our internal communication as well. So I tell you, my company's goal is I want to attain a monthly retainer of 1 crore for a specific product by September. I'm very clear. And then I will elaborate, okay, to make this goal happen, what are my sub goals? I want export to grow from my country. Very good, Naseem. So Naseem, can you write, what do you mean when you say grow? Can you define it in terms of percentage, or can you define in terms of some numbers like say millions or billions or whatever it is? And like by when you are looking at it? I want 5,000 more customers by the end of 2023. Very good. They are niche customers that are living in Muscat. Very good. And are the age of 18 to 45, women, and who can buy on higher price. Define the higher price. I want to increase my sales. So Muhannad, you have wrote, I want to increase my sales every day. This is very open. Trust me, you need to give it a number. You need to tell it that, okay, what do you mean when you say I want to increase my sales? Can you put, okay, I want to increase it by 5%, or can you want to increase by some number? Yusuf, you mentioned that I want to launch new sports brand. Very good. That can be a very good goal as well. By when you want to launch your brand, for whom you want to launch this brand for, and then do you have any revenue expectation from your mind that, okay, I want to acquire 500 customers in the next year when I will launch the brand? Or the next thing, you can think of, I want to launch this brand on Amazon, or I want to launch this brand my own website. What I'm trying to tell you guys is that this will bring a lot of clarity in your mind. That, okay, how to do this? Because the moment you will address this, then rest is, okay, I want this simple. Related to sales catching at least 100 customers in 3 months to more than once buyer. Okay. So can you see how much important, how much difficult it is to write and to make it more specific? And it brings a lot of clarity. It will give and like to some extent, the people like Rasha who have already tasted marketing, they should try to put which medium you want to bring, which medium you want to grow. If you say I want to get 500 more customers, then you try to write, okay, at what cost? Because for example, I'm sure people would be doing some marketing as well. This also depends upon what stage of marketing you are on. So let's say if you're already doing marketing, is there anyone who is already doing marketing for their brand? Are you guys enjoying this, having a more interactive discussion, or is it you want something more like a one way? Just want to take a feedback. Sultan, can you say something? Okay. Yes, people said yes.
It's a bit too noisy here, but yes.
Yeah. So like Rasha mentioned that, okay, she's using Google and Facebook ads. So then Rasha, you need to think of, if you want to increase your, if you want to optimize, then what do you want to work upon? So you may say, okay, I want to improve the ROI from Google ads, or I want to increase my traffic from Facebook ads, or I want to reduce my cost of acquiring one customer from Google or from overall digital. Thank you, Shima. So think in those lines, guys. Well, you have to, maybe either you are starting marketing or you are at some stage of marketing. Now you are growing. So maybe Rasha or maybe Shima, you want to think from the perspective, okay, do I want to increase new customers from new platform? So then your marketing strategy would be totally different. Or you will know, okay, I want to focus upon Instagram and I want to increase the traffic or customers from Instagram by 300%. So let's do it then. So writing this SMART goal will bring a lot of focus on where you want to spend your time and money when it comes to digital marketing. So like, let's say Bhakti wrote that I want to get 100,000 more people for the foundation. So then if you already have a data of 5,000, then you must be knowing, okay, from where they got you them. So in that way, when you will think on those lines, then you know, I don't have to do marketing. I just have to send a WhatsApp message and ask these people to get me 1,000 more. Simple. Or you want to say, okay, I just want to circulate a emailer to everyone. Yeah. So in this way, when you think through, so like these 2-3 things, the first thing what I shared with you guys is that understand the journey of the customer. Try to mention, okay, my customer will go to Snapchat, or where is he going? Is he doing it from mobile phone, and mobile phone, what is he doing? So he may be playing games. He may be playing poker. So we need to think, we need to be innovative on those lines, because my competitor is not thinking that way. He is very focused. He's just thinking, I have to spend money on Google ads. I have to spend money on internet, and I have to get more customers. What we all are trying to do is finding those niche, finding those growth hacks. That, okay, can I consider? So I give an example that Zomato, it's a company in India. They did a campaign where they were marketing all of their food on such sites which are normally being used at night. Could be for various reasons. Could be for learning. Could be for, like, not Instagram, not Facebook, because everyone is doing that, right? So then you have to think on those lines that, okay, what is my customer doing? That's first thing. That will give you more ideas. The second thing is, what do I expect when I do my marketing campaign? I want more customers. I want new customers. I want revenue from old customers. Or I want to reduce my cost of getting a one customer. So that is something which really help us to think, okay, yes, this is what is my focus. A lot of time people come to us and say, I have made a website, so I want to do SEO. And it doesn't make sense, because they want customers. They don't want to do SEO. So if you don't know what do you want, then how can you guide even a marketing agency to do what do you really desire from them? So getting the SMART goal right is very important. Shall we move forward? I have attached a link over here as well, which I will share this PPT also with you, Bhakti, and you can circulate with that. So
Sure.
even they want to read about that, okay, how to get a SMART goal, they can use this link.
Sure.
Just to give you an overview. So one thing is immediate new conversion. So what a goal can be, on what lines this goal can be. Either you want new conversion on your website, just like Rasha is the e-commerce website. Sorry, I'm using your name again and again, but I'm just trying to relate it with the e-commerce platform you have. Second thing, it could be for the person who is doing sports for water sports. So then he wants more footfalls to their water sports store. Or maybe there are brands who want quality leads. So there could be anything. Maybe you want to become an industry thought leader. Maybe Kimji as a brand, they want to be perceived as a thought leader. They want to increase their brand as well. So there could be different goals at different stage of the company. And on the similar lines, we all have a limited budget. I know budget is always a constant, and just like someone mentioned that, okay, price is always a number. So then you need to add or absorb that budget limitation as well in here. You cannot just dream without knowing where are you and what do we have in hand to start with. So that is something which we have to think of when we are focusing and moving forward. So the next thing is define the audience. So I know that someone suggested that, okay, and I'm sure you all must have defined the audience in a way, okay, what is the age, what is the job, what is their psychographic, or what is they would be doing as a profession, or a family, that just like we do in our MBA. If you guys have done MBA as well, I want to think a little more deeper now. So when you are defining your audience, define in a way as a age, as a profession, career highlights. Maybe there are any clubs or communities in Oman as well, where people might go to 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 build relationships or to network. Their what kind of education they have done, what kind of colleges they have passed out from. Maybe some life event you should write down about your customers. That okay, have they done? Are they married? Are they not? And then uh, maybe they are into a certain phase of their life. What is their internet browsing routine in terms of the day, hours, and month? Are they just like I mentioned to you that okay, in Oman people do a lot of internet access at 8 p.m. and 12 a.m. Maybe the browsing history, maybe their daily routine. Interestingly, you can also target people by latitude, longitude. So you can say, okay, are they moving from one location to another location? There is a business center in Oman. So if you know, okay, people are present in their business area only from 9 to 5, then what is the point of spending money everywhere in Oman? Then let's focus upon those areas only, no? So when you create this new digital audience, you will get a lot of idea. Maybe gadgets to browse, maybe online platforms, what they are browsing. Maybe is it Forbes, is it money control, or they are doing playing poker, or they are playing any other games, or they are doing some stock exchange or whatever they are doing. So this is a slide which really help us you to define your audience in a more finer manner. So that is something which will help you, and I would request you guys to do this at your comfort to get to understanding. Okay, what is my audience looks like. But one more thing along with this is you guys should do a scenario analysis. I know a lot of people might say, I don't know my customer. I don't know what is he doing. I don't know where is he right now. So then you go by the data at scale you have. So you may have an access of Google Analytics. You may have an access of Facebook Insights. You may have an access of Instagram Insights. And then you will get some idea, okay, what are they doing? Like give you some example. So this is an example of like of one of the client that we have. And if you go here on Google Analytics, you may want to see, okay, which platform are they coming from? And if I want to go by here, yeah, then which particular countries they are coming from as well. So this gives an idea, okay, they are coming from India or they are coming from somewhere else. I may want to go and see by age or by city. Okay, what city they are coming from. Then I might see, okay, these are the cities I want to target. So this, even by doing some understanding and analysis on the Google Analytics, if you have the access, it gives you a lot of data about your customers as well. The second thing about Facebook Insights, Instagram Insights, and also you can use this tool as well. So if you analyze this tool, you might want to see, okay, who are the people, what kind of interest these users have, what are the top caption words this particular brand has used, and then understanding of idea, okay, which is being what kind of people are engaging more from it. So in that way, we can get a good idea. And like one thing is Google Trends. So let's say, I'm not sure you guys have used this tool or not, which is Google Trends. So let's say if I search for Oman over here, when I search Oman over here, then I saw that, okay, where Oman is being searched the most. So no doubt it was Oman. And I want to go by the city. Then this is the city where people are searching Oman the most. And then when I want to see what are they searching. So no, they are searching for maybe let's say coronavirus Oman or something like that. But I'm just giving an example that okay, let's say you are in the business of hair, and I want to see what people are searching around here in Oman and from where they are searching. So this gives me a lot of insights. And okay, yes, people are searching in this sub regions or in these cities, Muscat and all of them, and then they're searching Neo hair lotion, Roblox hair spray and all. So this gives me a lot of data about that. Okay, what is my audience doing? And then I can define in a better way. Okay, where are they existing as well, right? And then after that, I can go and I can create in a more impactful manner. Okay, how can I leverage them better? So there are various tools which can really help you to create a better audience for yourself. So when you actually do an analysis of your Google Analytics, you can actually know that, okay, who are your customers? Like, so again, if I go back to Rasha, then I can say, okay, if she will do an analysis of her own platform, then she might know, okay, majority of the people are female, they are coming from Instagram, male are coming there, but in male also, which particular age is a better sweet spot. Then searching on Google after 8 p.m. is something which is buying more from our website. So in that way, even that doing that quick analysis on Google as well, you can get to understand your audience in a much better manner. So this gives a great insight that okay, yes, there is a good amount of action we can take in where are we heading. Any any question till now? Okay, I will move forward. The
Ravi,
next
one
thing
question.
is
I
yeah,
think Yusuf here has a question. Somebody's raised their hand.
yeah, go ahead. Yusuf.
I'm fine. I'm okay. No questions. Sorry.
All right. I had to check with you one thing. We spoke about the multiple platforms on which people could go and get the insights or get the trends.
Yeah.
So, would you be able to share some links where these free analytics can be done? I
Yeah,
mean, for
see,
a business.
yeah. So I am actually sharing the links in this slide as well. So if you see, then
Okay.
there is a link over here. So you can click on this and you will go to the link.
Okay.
Then
All
on
right.
here also there is a link over here. You will click on here and you can go to the link.
Sure.
And
That
so yeah. So
That'll
most of
make it
them have
easier
links.
for the people to go through
Yeah.
the links
I
that you've shared.
understand.
Yeah.
I
Great.
totally
Thank you.
understand that point. Yeah, Bhakti. So people and also for them, they have their brand name here as well. So even if you will search for the brand name, they will get the link on Google as well.
Perfect. Thank you.
So what I covered till now is majorly the SMART goal. The first thing is to understand the customer. Now to define the customer as well. You know that okay, what is the customer, and even it could be once you define a customer better, then you might want to know okay, what is he doing. So it's like a vice versa. The next thing is your digital identity. If you have a website, then and like don't think of and I may say this as well that a lot of brands don't even need a website depending upon what kind of stage of the business they are in. Having a website is always a great idea. I don't deny that part. But maybe something, I'm sure you might know a lot of YouTube influencers who don't have a website, right? There are a lot of Instagram influencers who don't have a website, but but their digital touch point is their Instagram handle. So every brand has an Instagram handle. You need to realize which are the top 3 Instagram or which are the top 3 digital identities you need to create for yourself. Maybe it can be a point of sale for you. Maybe it could be a touch point, or maybe it could be a platform to engage. So then maybe you need to create an Instagram handle. Maybe you need to focus more upon LinkedIn. You will get all of these insights once you will start writing down who is your audience. Once you will use this suggestion which I gave you earlier, which was of defining the audience. Once you use this, then you will get an idea of okay, how can I create a better way of defining my audience. Then you will know okay, what are the point of sale I can have. Maybe if you are an e-commerce company, you might need to create a point of sale on Amazon, AliExpress, and other platforms. Maybe you want to create an Instagram handle, LinkedIn, or maybe on Snapchat. Depends upon what is your audience. You have to define that part. Maybe you want to create, you not at all want on Amazon, you want to create on AliExpress only. Maybe you want to export from Oman. then you need to think of creating it on different other platforms as well. So it's an example of any a particular brand who has a website, who has a brand store as well on Amazon, who has a Facebook page, Instagram, and LinkedIn all as well. So just an example. So the next thing, once you have the digital identity in place, having a digital identity in place is very important, because if you don't have an identity, then there is a no point of doing marketing. Because even if you do marketing, then where you will lead those customers and how they will contact you. So then you need to first think of where you have to, whom you want to target, where you want to target them, and then you have to first define the strategy as well. So that is the way you have to define. Like when you are defining your strategy, one of the most important thing which everyone forgets is understanding your potential and your competitors. Guys, your competitor gives you the best insights. If you already have a competitor, or if you already have a market leader, analyze them. Analyze their data, analyze their Facebook ads, analyze everything. What is he doing? Where all is he present digitally? What is his message? Do some manual overview of their social search or site and marketplace. Okay, what are they saying? What are they listing there? What are the various products they have? Just like someone mentioned that okay, price is a concern. Then the key thing is that why your competitor is able to sell in that price. Maybe he's selling at loss. Then you might need to figure out that okay, who is my right audience altogether, or what I need to add to create a differentiator so that people will pay me that price. Because I strongly believe that price is the number. It is a number which you can justify to the customer. It's not always that okay, yes, everyone, because we are not selling the same thing. And if you are selling the same thing, then there is an opportunity of creating a differentiator by either personalizing it or by adding some other value which is other people don't have. Just like for us, there are a lot of marketing companies, right? We have created a tech lab inside, which is O positive, where we have our own tools, which really help us to deliver 3x faster and even to save money by 40%. So that's how you have to define, and you have to think of okay, where we should go. One of the key thing is you can actually go to this link and you can actually see just like this ad library that okay, what kind of ads your customer is running, or what kind of ads your competitor is running. Because everyone is doing marketing on Facebook and Instagram. So by just going to this place and you can see okay, what are they running as their ad. Like this is an example for Mamaearth. So you can see what is their messaging, what are they marketing. Are they marketing discount or are they marketing value? What are they saying? What are the products they're marketing more? What kind of ads they're having more of it? This gives a lot of insights about your competitors. And then even your creation of your ad creative is also easy. You don't have to spend money and figure out, okay, should I do this? Should I do that? The best part, whenever you are making a strategy, is ask the customer to get more like them. Simple. Create a form, ask them to fill. And your questions has to be more specific. Maybe you can ask them, okay, why do you buy? Or maybe you can interview them once. Create a list of 20 customers and ask them, okay, why do you buy my product? What does motivate you most? What do you like the best about us? What does you don't like about us? When you buy the product, and what does you value the most in the product? Would you be comfortable if I will increase my price? Would you be comfortable if I decrease my price? Whatever it is, ask the question to the customer, because he is the one who will give you the right insights. So using the power of Google Forms or any other Survey Monkey form, anything, you should do this. And then I already mentioned about this Meta Labs, which you should do it. I already mentioned about this as a building a e-store as well. Any question till now? Okay. So now I want to touch one subject, which is hyperlocal curiosity. Like it's more about for hyperlocal businesses. Are there any local businesses over here? I'm sure a lot, as I saw the site. Are there any local businesses? If you can just comment over here that who whose business has a tendency that okay, you have to either come to my shop to get my services, just like someone mentioned about the sport, you cannot do the sport on digital. You have to go there.
What
So
is
maybe if you are doing some healthcare treatment, then you have to be there, right? Because that's a physical intervention is required. And I'm sure a lot of them would be there, right, Bhakti?
a lot of businesses are there.
Yeah. So
I
I think
think
that's
we
a good
will.
point.
Yeah.
So it's a very important thing to cover this aspect. That, okay, how can you increase your business footfalls and all? So just a quick case study. I know Oyo is a brand name you all know. So we help them to increase the visibility by 30% on local businesses. So even Oyo is using this kind of techniques very well to increase their value. And for any local business, one of the best journey of a user is he might go on Google and search for your business, or he might go on Google Maps and search for it. I hope I'm right. They are the two journeys they might follow. So what you need to do is you need to enhance your listing over there. You need to be present over there. So if you do it a little more precisely, then the customer goes to Google. Then from Google, they might go to your website, or they might go to your Google listing, or they might want to see the Google reviews. Then what they want to do is they want to either click on Google Maps and come to your business location. They want to call you and take an appointment, or they want to WhatsApp you. So these are the three, and that's how the whole behavior is changing in today's world. So we need to ensure that, okay, we are one of the brand whose these three aspects are very well visible and accessible as well for the branch. So then that's how you have to think as well, and you have to optimize those assets. So, okay, how should I do it? So when I see this, then what you need to do is you need to see, okay, is your website visible when someone is searching your search locally? And I will come to that as well. The second thing is, and you may want to try yourself, that, okay, if you were your own customer, then what will you do? You will go and search for yourself, right? Then search plays a very vital role for local businesses. And from there only you can increase your footfall, and you need to configure or put the WhatsApp as well over there. And you need to measure. So we have created a tool, and I'm sharing here because I can offer this tool as a complimentary for a couple of businesses over here. If they want to use it and want to improve it, then using that tool, they can actually see, okay, how many, what is their visibility on the local level? What are the keywords they're visible on as well? So that is something which you need to understand from the business perspective, whether if you're a local business, then are you visible on search or not? Now let's come to social. I will give you a couple of social hacks. So this is a brand which we analyzed earlier, and I think
Ravi, sorry to interrupt, but I guess you're on mute.
I don't know. Sorry guys, this is Teams problem and I can't help it. Yeah. So guys, this is one of the brand we thought of analyzing it for you, and if you will see, then this is the various products and the posts which they have done. So now how to, if like you are one of the brand owner, then first what you need to do is you need to understand that, okay, where is my brand standing? Which post of my brand are doing a good job? If I take you through this URL, which I have listed here as well. So this is the URL of O+ve. So then most of the posts are being done on Friday and Saturday and all. And then most popular posts which they are on Monday. And then, so this is, you should do this for your own brand as well. Then what are the hashtags you are using and which are helpful? What are the caption words you guys are using more? What are the users who are liking your posts are engaging with you? Which are your most loved posts as well? Then most liked posts which are of the home as well. In that way, you'll get an understanding, okay, what people are relating with you. Just like they also analyzed one of the posts which we did of this event as well. That was among the liked posts as well. So in that way, you get to have a very quick understanding by using free tools as well. That, okay, what people are liking more on your page, and then using those insights, you can change your strategy as well. You can see, okay, where people are engaging more, or what is which particular day they're engaging more. When should you post more as well? One more important thing which people normally miss out is they don't have their bio filled properly. And that is one of the key things. As I already mentioned, that your digital identity has to be properly intact, because that's where people are connecting with you. Like all the settings and all, you should make it open, don't make it as a private account, or as people will not be able to see what are you posting. Then always highlight the best in archive. So for example, if you see something which you're posting as a story, then people don't try to archive the story as well. So I would request that, okay, create this kind of a panel for yourself, so that you can archive them, so that people can see them when they're coming next as well. If you see, all of these posts are very much product oriented. That's why I did that exercise as well initially, that, okay, you should know that, okay, what is the problem you're solving. That is super important. So the similar lines, once you think on those lines, then when you understand that, okay, I am not in the business of selling these products, I am in the business of solving the problem, then you get more creative. Let's say you say I am in the business of saving lives, then you might not post a camera over there. You might post a life saving situation over there. You might see you might post a child who is just about to fall from the table. Okay, if the camera is there, then I will to you might want to catch people. You might want to see some robbery happening over there. So your whole idea changes. The next thing is keep copy on a creative. Like a lot of people, what they do, they try to put a lot of content on that. In spite of that, what they should do, they should try to make it more visual, because this is a very visual aspect. People connect with visually much better. Maybe you can create a videos around it, but if you're creating a image as well, then also you should make it in a more visual manner. Then in a imagery as well, then okay, in spite of this, can you do this as well? Because people connect more with the faces. So there's no point of just showcasing a product, because that's not the how the world works. You have to make it more interactive. You need to post something which people like. So if you know the stats, if you post a picture of a smiling lady, then it gets a lot of engagement. Even if you post a photo with someone who is holding it, and if she's smiling, then the engagement will increase. So you need to have the consumer insights right. So what I want you guys to think is, you have to change your perception and mindset from product to purpose, or product to problem solving. You have to first understand, okay, what is the purpose of existence of your brand? Why are you existing? What is the problem you are solving? The second thing is, in spite of showing the product over there, showcase the value you are able to create for the brand. And the third thing is selling to brand building. You have to stop selling and you have to focus upon building the brand. I'm not saying every time do the same thing, but create a focus over there. Because that is something which will really help you to market yourself. Because everyone is selling the same thing. I am in the business of selling the locks or maybe camera or something. You have to sell the emotion. You have to sell and connect with the people. Any questions till now? Okay, I'll go ahead. Another interesting thing which we found was that Omani people are using WhatsApp very aggressively. And it is one of the easiest and the cheapest and actually free tool for marketing. For example, if you have an event coming up, even if you're using the WhatsApp stories very well, you can do it. You can see how and what kind of people are watching your WhatsApp stories. You can create and segregate the list of different audience of yours on WhatsApp and then you can send them the content in a very, I don't want them to bombard with them, but then you share with the content in a very specific manner. But you have to categorize them. Okay, whom I should sell what, whom I should. So then you create a broadcast list of them. then you might need to integrate this WhatsApp link on different platforms. You might need to have a barcode on your WhatsApp, your visiting card as well. So you have to think that way, okay, my audience is moving from offline to WhatsApp. So I need to inculcate WhatsApp as a key emotion in my website, in my Instagram profile, in my GMB profile, everywhere. So you have to think that way. That's a little bit on the lines of how should you think. So that's a process which we follow at O+ve as well. That okay, you have to track and measure. Measuring is very important in terms of whatever you're doing, because normally people lose their effort because of they are not able to understand that okay how to do it. It's a very process where you design and then measure it as well. The next thing is search. So as I was mentioning to you that this is how the search happens. So you need to increase the probability of finding yourself on internet. So if you, I don't know, you know this or not, that okay, if you are on the top of the search, then the probability of getting clicked is around 32%. If you are on second, then 17%, then 11%, and that way. And you have to think, okay, what are the various aspects of coming on search? So search plays one of the most vital role in the whole aspect of digital marketing, because 96% of people are starting their digital experience by search itself. So I would highly recommend you guys to think and find out what people are searching. And when I say search, I don't mean only Google. I want to tell this again that when I say search, I don't mean only Google. You have to think that, okay, where your customer is going and searching is where you need to be present. Because someone who is searching on Amazon, or someone who's searching on Google, or someone who's searching on YouTube is a person who really wants to buy. So if you want to focus upon getting more customers, then search plays a very vital role. And you have to act on that. And when you act on search, then what happens? On cost, you save on team issues as well. You generate more ad-free traffic and you reduce your Google penalty as well. So because a lot of times Google, you get penalized because of various aspects. So in that way, you can acquire your customers better. You can increase your brand trust. And then that's how you can actually grow your brand. That's a value for the brand. At O+ve, we also have a search lab, because we strongly believe the O+ is a lab focus for search, because we strongly believe that search plays a very, very vital role in the overall ecosystem. That's why we build those tools and we build those kind of technologies and IP techniques as well, which help any brand to sell 3x faster and increase their aspects. So if you are able to do that, then if you're a local business, then people will search, you will get more footfall, you will get more calls as well. If you want to improve your brand trust, then see, people will consider, if you're in a B2B business, then they will say, okay, you don't even come on when I'm searching for you. And that could be one of the possibility. But then if they want to search for your brand, they should know something as well. That's from the e-commerce perspective, that okay, if you are on a e-commerce website, then we did some analysis from the Oman perspective as well, and Oman's e-commerce is right now roaring. And one of the key 3 platforms which are actually capturing the good amount of aspect is eBay, Amazon, and AliExpress. So you can think of on those lines of creating your shop over there if you are into a product business. Now let's come to a very interesting thing which is called as ChatGPT. I'm sure you guys have learned a lot, and that is something which is creating a lot of disruption in the market, right? Have you guys ever tried ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for few people who hasn't tried it, I will try to use it on the call. So let's say, how can you use it? So first, let me just tell you what is ChatGPT. And I think covering that aspect is also very important, because a lot of people consider this to be like it is something which will take everything away, or it is something which will kill everything, and a lot of people who are from marketing over here as well. So guys, this is a moment of disruption. I totally agree. But we have to think from the perspective that, okay, how can we ride this wave? So there are various things which you can easily do it for yourself as well as a business owner, that you can actually tell them to use ChatGPT. But first you have to understand what is ChatGPT. It is a tool which is being trained on a lot of data. You ask them something and they will give you the same. They will give you an answer. It's kind of a magic happens in a way. But you have to understand a little better. But I will just give you a couple of quick hacks. How can you use it for your daily affairs as well? So let's say I like wrote him that, okay, I want to do this generation and make it and so whenever you have to log into chat.open.ai.com, and then you have to tell them that then you have to give them a prompt. So when I do and submit it, so I gave him a message that, okay, I want to write a promotional email for my new Omani cuisine restaurant in Muscat. We are offering a 15% discount on the first visit, and we pride ourselves on authentic recipes passed down through generations. So the more clear is the brief to ChatGPT, it will be able to write in a much better manner. So then what did it do? It actually wrote the whole emailer for me. Explore the flavors of authentic Omani cuisine, 15% off on your first visit. Dear customer, you will put the name for yourself. Experience the rich and diversified culinary heritage of Oman and restaurant name and all. Indulge your taste buds and all, and it will write a very effective. But now you see, okay, there's a lot of content. So then what I will do? Can we reduce it to 50%? So then it reduced my content as well. So then I can customize it more. Can you focus more upon authentic? So then it changed. It's writing it again. So where I am actually training, you have to think in a way that, okay, how can you use it for your betterment? So then it changed and it actually put more authenticness on it, on that way. Then I will write him, can you reduce the length to 500 characters and write in Arabic? Can you see the magic? That's how it happened. So now it wrote it into Arabic.
It makes the life so much easier.
Yeah. And now,
but then it's lazy,
right?
But then it makes us lazy sometimes.
No. That. See, that is one way of looking into it. But what I would recommend is use it like there was a time when people used to go on bullock car. They might used to travel or walk the way. Right now, this chat GPT should be seen as a car you have got. So
Yeah.
in spite of traveling the same distance, I would recommend you to drive fast and travel and like reach to a new journey, reach to a new destination and to altogether. So it is giving you more time to do more things. So I actually told him to make a combination of English and Arabic, so that it makes, yeah, they did it. So in that way, there are a lot of things you can do it, and you can actually, and maybe if you, for example, there are a lot of people who might not have a good command on English, or maybe a lot of people like us, if I am doing marketing for any Omani company, then I might not have a lot of command on Arabic language. Then you can think of using it for your pursuit. So that's how it can be. So this is the power. This is like you can use it better. And even you can actually, can you give me a social media post on the same. It actually wrote me a social media post as well. So if you are able to create a goal for you, if you are able to identify the audience for you, then creating content or a couple of other aspects are already automated. So what you guys need to think and focus upon is not to learn a tool. You guys have to focus upon how to learn and think of a strategy, how to identify your audience better. That is the problem you guys need to solve better. On that note, I would like to open this for questions and everything. I hope you guys enjoyed the whole session. You can share your feedback as well on the chat. And also, if you want any kind of execution template, we can share. I guess I will share this PPT as well. And we can also think of having sessions in future also. If you want anything specific to focus more upon, you can share with Bhakti, so she can align that part. And we are always eager to share and learn and grow. I'm open to questions as well. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was yeah, there's so many things here already, and yeah, I personally learned so much here.
Thank you. And if you guys want us to help you in any other manner, we are happy to help as well. I'm not selling my company, but yeah, I'm here to help out.
How much?
Because that will actually give me one more reason to come to Oman, and I love Oman as a country.
Thank you.
Great. Are there any more questions? I think a few questions had been asked on the chat, Ravi. I think somebody was discussing about influencers, using of influencers on. I mean that's a trend in Oman. So how do you effectively use them when your budget is not great?
Yeah, I think this is a. Can I read the question? Can you tag me over that question? Ali, or can you?
Yeah, I think Naseem had this question. Following bloggers and we can't pay them every time. The problem, what we face it here in Oman, that people following bloggers and we can't pay them every time.
Yeah. See, I think everyone wants money, right? That's how we think. But there could be one more way of addressing this problem. Think of the value for them. What could be an alternate value for them? I'm not saying that, okay, it can totally replace the money aspect for them. But think from the perspective of that, okay, let's talk about the average income, which is salary of 600. And so let's focus on average income. How can we earn that? So I think very important is to, you either have to choose your influence in the right manner. The first thing is, as I shared the tool with you, you have to first understand, okay, are these influencers really worthwhile for you or not? And then once you put your smart goal at place, then you have to understand, okay, if I will invest thousand, like $1,000 for an influencer, or should I invest $1,000 into search? So once you have an understanding of the audience, that okay, will I get more customers who are searching, or will I get more customers from Instagram, or will I get more customers from LinkedIn? That will solve a lot of problems. And guys, it is not always that you have to follow the rules or the ways which everyone else is doing. You can think of the ways which are very innovative as well. So, but they will always come to you when you will try to map the journey of the customer.
Yeah, again, optimizing the amount that you're spending on what media is also very important. Yeah.
It depends.
What is going to give me the best results for the audience that I am looking at?
Yeah. So what happens is, you should see everything should be seen as a marketing spend. Even your time is also marketing spend. If you are creating a post yourself and you say, I'm not doing any kind of marketing spend, then you are wrong. You should put a tag to your own salary as well. Okay, that is the money you are spending. And then it will give you more motivation. Okay, shall I hire a new person or shall I do it myself?
True.
And then in terms of ads and all, paying to an influencer or paying to an ad is the same thing. You have to see, okay, how much ROI I am getting by paying to an influencer and how much ROI I am getting by, and like one thing which you have to think is, maybe if you are paying 500 riyals or the amount of in the Oman currencies to any particular influencer, you have to use the maximum out of it. And how can you use it? You can think in a way, okay, when that particular influencer is posting it, is he just posting like that? Okay, go and buy this from Hair Original, simple. No, make it more interesting, make it more curious. That is a platform they are giving you to make it more viral. So then you think, okay, okay, when I am doing a partnership with an influencer, then I will, or maybe tell you influencers, okay, I don't have money to give you, but I can give 500 freebies to all your users who will come to a part of the contest, and that might excite him.
True.
Because he also wants engagement. So you have to crack a deal that, okay, what is 500 riyals for him and which is like 100 riyals for me. So he might think your product worth like this, but you know, okay, I am making already 50% profit in that, then it is not costing me 500, it's costing me 200 only. So then the price reduced. And then your engagement also increases because a lot of people will comment or be a part of the contest. So whenever you are hiring an influencer, make it a more like a contest, so that people can actually engage. So it is not only about negotiating with the influencer, it's also about getting the right ROI from him. And how are you measuring the ROI from the influencer? So let's say if you are bringing an influencer on board, then how are you measuring? So normally what people do, when this influencer did post for me, then how many likes I got or how many comments I got? No, that is not the right ROI. Always. You may need to think, okay, how many clicks I got on my website, how many orders I got on Amazon, or maybe you might need to think, okay, how many registrations I got. So you need to think from that perspective that, okay, what is the KPI to track of this? So again, the same thing come to this SMART goal only. So even if you see doing an influencer marketing is a marketing effort, then what is your SMART goal for the influencer? What are you expecting from it? You will get an answer. So the simple way is, if you are able to map the marketing objective in a smart manner, if you know what are the KPIs to track, then it's not a big deal. And if you know what are the various marketing sources available, then you're done.
Sure, great. Are there any more questions? Anyone has further questions to ask Ravi? You can also send us an email. There's a WhatsApp group that we have created. We will keep that group as activated for the time being, at least for another week or so. If there are any doubts, clarifications, questions that you have, you guys are most welcome to drop a message there.
But I would appreciate if you will put the message in English, because I cannot
Yes,
understand
I
that.
was just going to say that. Or else, there is an option. We have a team of people here. We will ensure that questions are translated.
Yeah, and also
To Ishraka.
I think that group can be a good idea. From there,
Yeah.
I have my team as well over there. And
Yes.
if you think to have if anyone of you wants to have a one-on-one discussion as well, with my team as a like a kind of a strategy connect, then you can put over there, or then I can ask my team to have a call as well to help them.
Sure, sure. I think Azza has a question. Azza, is there a question that you have?
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Yes, yes.
Hi, Azhar. Good evening.
Good
How are
afternoon.
you, Mr. Ravi and Bhakti? I
Very well.
enjoyed your presentation very much, but due to the fact that we have been here in the market for some people are like 10 years, 5 years, 4 years, we've been through a lot of what you've suggested, actually. Okay. Now, the issue is, in my opinion, is that we have to look at these things from the perspective of a consumer. you know the customer is our product nowadays. It's not our product, actually. And if you look at how in the USA they used to do the marketing in the beginning of the century, like if we take the example of Colgate as a company, okay, you will see that they initially they created a habit, that created a need for a product. Okay, Now, if I'm going to be very available online, okay, and I'm getting all the hits and I'm doing all these things that you're telling me to do, but I don't get the sales, you know, in the end the consumer wants what is best for them. And somebody was suggesting that it is price centric nowadays everywhere in the market, because the market is so large. If there's a product that I want to buy today, I was googling a product that is available in Muscat, which is a plotter, like a printer, okay, that has specific cutting process. I found out that in Oman it's 3 times the price if I buy it outside. So the market is open for the consumer to come and judge and decide where to put their money. Me as an entrepreneur, I have to find a way to let the customer lead my business. Okay, and I understand that everything you're saying is
What
correct.
is the question?
The question is, how can you change the thinking of an entrepreneur to let them know that the business model should always be flexible? And you know that in India also, they have started changing their business models to totally like something out of the traditional way of dealing with business. you know like people are really changing their business model to a flat startup and so on, so that they don't spend much money upfront. Like in Oman we have an issue, everybody who's opening a company is spending 40K on decoration, for instance. They're renting these shops and they're putting all this decoration, and I was one of them. I'm not judging anyone. So what I'm telling you is, even for the Google Analytics or every tool you've explained there, these tools, they require also people to sit and learn about them. It's not a over the night, like I will learn about Google Analytics and I will take it and I will understand. You come from a place where you want to serve your local market, but you shouldn't confine yourself to the local market. You know what I'm saying? The consumer has become bigger than what you expect. If I say today women, I might say in Muscat, I want to, the demography would be in Muscat, but actually I'm getting hits from Saudi Arabia, Emirat, Qatar. Some of my clients are coming from Australia, France, and so on.
What do you do, Asa?
I sell garments, modest garments, So basically, the question is, how can you elaborate on the idea that our business model should not be rigid and strict to the traditional business model? And that is killing businesses here, because people are just like stuck in the traditional business models. Now youngsters are coming up with business models that they can just operate from their houses. No need for the overheads that people are spending. I don't need even to spend 1 riyal on a tool, because everything is online.
Yeah, I think I understand from where you're coming, and the very important thing for all of us to understand is that, so normally this I tell, and I mentioned here as well, that follow the consumer and it will take you to places. So what normally happens is that we are so much stuck with our product that we don't innovate the way we are seeing the problem we are solving and also for whom we are solving. So if we do this exercise of understanding the customer and also who is my customer and where is he present and why will he buy? Who is my customer? Where is he present and why will he buy? These three things has to be answered every quarter or maybe every year at least. So as you mentioned that you also have a garment shop as well and you are getting orders from various other aspects. So that we have to see that, okay, if I talk your business, maybe any other business as well, that your businesses, and if you have seen my earlier slides, my whole intent on that was that how can we first think that, okay, what are we selling? So once we define that, okay, and what are we selling is something which has to be procured locally, or it can be initiated digitally and then procured locally, or can I just send it to someone? So first we understand the model, And then I totally agree with you that, okay, people has to be very agile and very open towards change.
Can I just
Because
elaborate? Can I just elaborate? Because now the traditional business model of like selling garments and creating fashion has changed dramatically. It has become something called the fast fashion. I think you've heard about it, right?
yeah,
Even the big companies are using the fast fashion models, right? So the youngsters here have discovered that way, that is like anything that is trending, they will do it fast and they will sell it. And then for the traditional people who are like used to create in the normal way, like a customer comes and requests something and you create it, it takes a long time. These basic businesses are dying basically because
I
the
will not
consumer.
agree with you on that. Sorry.
Yes,
I may not agree with you on that.
I'll tell you
Because
something. Most
no,
of
no,
the
let me
I'll
just
tell you something, Mr. Ravi, because I come from the experience
no,
of
no, no.
selling.
I totally understand, Aza. I work with a lot of fashion garment business. I have built brands as well, and I totally agree with you. But if you say that the local business will die, then I
Not dying.
may not. That's what you
They're
mentioned,
getting
right?
a lot
So
of. I'm
that
getting. They're
I may
getting
not
a lot.
agree with you. I
Yes.
may not agree with you on that because for every business and every product and every situation has a strategy to sell.
But I'm
Because
coming
if you
from.
have a
I'll
product,
tell
there
you
is
something,
always a
Mr. Ravi.
buyer.
Mr. Ravi, I'm coming from background of getting information and data, okay, of how many companies are closing down, okay, regarding
See,
to
this is a very
fast
situational thing.
fashion. I'll tell you something. The fast
We can,
fashion.
okay, let me, Ada, I would request that, okay, let's have a one-to-one discussion if you want,
Yeah,
because
I think
it has to do with,
Azhar, there are
Sure,
a
sure.
couple of other people here on the group.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
take this
I
discussion
just,
on a one-to-one level.
I just want to conclude it for everyone that, see, from my understanding and my experience, what I have learned is, no doubt the world is changing, but there's always a space for everyone. Maybe there is someone who is selling cheaper than you. It's just that you need to think it through that, okay, and like that's why we are in the business of marketing. That, okay, why someone will buy the product I have at this price? You just have to answer that question and you have to make the communication right to the right place. And if you can do it, then you can do it in the effective manner. No doubt every aspect could have some other pros and cons, but generally this is what I have seen has been true. Maybe the scope of growth may not be exponential, but the growth would be there. Yeah.
Yep.
We can take
Thank
last
you.
question, I
Thank you.
guess. Ruth has some question.
Is there a question? Not same. I do not agree. Mm, No, I don't think there's any more question here, Ravi. I think we'll keep the group active for a while in case if there are any questions that you all think you all will also go through the PPT. Yeah, please.
I have a question.
May I know who's this?
First of all, thank you for this grateful session. I really take a benefit from all the things that you talk about it. I'm specialized also in marketing. I'm training in marketing, and I have a small group that specify in doing marketing plan, social media, all of these things. So my question is how I can benefit from your institution.
Is that a question for Ishraka or is that a question for so you want to benefit from what activities we do under Ishraka, is it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I was just going to come back to it. So, as a part of TASIS, that is Ishraka Entrepreneurship Academy, we have a full center that we run here in Azaiba. We have an incubator, we have an accelerator facility as well. So, any of you at any point in time require any kind of assistance in terms of mentoring, in terms of coaching, or in terms of utilization of space, you're most welcome to visit our center. You have we can share the details with you, the location and everything is there. Some of the participants who are attending the program right now are already working with us in terms of they're getting mentored at the center. So you are most welcome. I'm not sure what your name is, but I see Varud.
Yes, my name is Urud Al-Kindi.
Urud, yeah. Okay, great, Uru. So we will share the location of the center here. One of the days, whenever you are available, you're most welcome to drop by. In fact, that applies to everybody. We are open to working with SMEs, and everything is done without any monetary, commercial basis. Basically, it's a CSR arm. So any kind of assistance for SMEs, you're most welcome to visit us, and we can discuss and take it further.
Yes, really thank you.
Most welcome. And you have my contact number. I'm also there on the group. You can connect with me directly as well. And we'll just conclude the session here, Ravi. Thank you so much for the session. It was quite a lot of insights. Even I got in today. So I'm definitely looking forward to receive the presentation from your end, and we'll circulate it to all the participants. Last and the most important thing, guys, thank you all for being here. It has been a pleasure, and our journey from here begins. We are always there for you all. You can always come back to us for anything that you need in terms of assistance. Meanwhile, I have already shared Ishraka website, Tasi's website, and our social media handles with you. So please follow us and keep yourself updated about all the things that we are doing. Yeah, thank you so much all for being here. Garima, Alek, Ravi, your team, they have been extremely helpful. I am not sure if Mr. Haitham is here, but on behalf of Ishraka and Asmith, thank you so much, all of you, for being here, and our journey begins. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yes, we definitely did, Ravi. So we'll close the meeting now, and we'll keep the group on.
Thank you.
Okay, and Ravi, special regards to you from Nadeem. He has not been able to be here. He is in a session, but he specifically sent regards for you. That so he'll connect with you.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.